If you were trying to figure out the present value of a particular investment, in other words, how much money do I need to put away today to have a certain amount of money at a certain future date at a certain interest rate, how do you figure that out if you don't have a financial calculator? Well, I'm Professor Capko, and I'm about to show you how to do that. It's really not that hard, and if you watch all the way to the end, you'll be an expert at this. So let's look at this problem here. Manny wants to have $80,000 in 10 years to use as a down payment for a house. How much does he need to invest today to have that if he expects to return on investment of 6% per year? Well, if you don't have a financial calculator to do that, you're going to want to use the present value formula, which is right here. The present value is equal to the future value divided by parentheses 1 plus the interest rate, close parentheses, all raised to the number of periods. So let's use this formula and figure this out right here. All right, so we're trying to find the present value. We don't know that, so I'm going to put a question mark next to that. I like to list everything out so we have everything in one place. What is the future value we want? That's $80,000. What is the interest rate? Well, we're told it's 6%, but of course, when we're using a formula like this, we need to change this into a decimal. So we're going to move the decimal place over 2. If you don't know how to change a percentage to a decimal, I have a video linked right up here to give you a refresher on how to do that. N is our number of periods, and this time it's going to be 10 years. 10 years. There's nothing that's showing that it's compounded in any shorter period of time, like monthly or anything like that. So we're going to use this formula. So we're trying to find the present value over, and if you find this kind of content helpful, please go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe so you can get more videos such as this. So our future value is $80,000. On the bottom, I'm going to use parentheses, and our 1 plus 0.06 all raised to the 10th power. So now I've entered everything into the formula. Let's take it a next step and let's clean things up. I'm going to copy over the 80,000. And in the parentheses, I'm going to go ahead and do this addition first. We always do what's inside the parentheses first according to PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which is the order of operations. If you forgot your order of operations, I've linked a video up here to show you how to do the order of operations. So I'm adding 1 plus 0.06, so I wind up with 1.06, and we're still raising that to the 10th power. And for the next step, I'm going to bring down the 80,000 again, and I'm going to use a calculator. It happens to be a financial calculator, but it's just the calculator I have handy. I am not going to use the financial functions on it. I am simply going to use it to raise this to the 10th power. So I'm going to put in 1.06, and then I look for the button here, x. That's the x squared. I don't want x squared. I want it raised to the 10th power. So I'm going to go to the y to the x, and I put in my 10, which is the exponent, and I hit equal, and that gives me 1.790848 on the bottom. So I'm going to now divide 80,000 by this. Now I could type out 80,000, type this in, but I like to make sure that I don't miss any digits or anything like that. So I just use this inverse function, the 1 over x, and that inverts this number on the bottom, and then I multiply it by the top. So I'm going to multiply that by 80,000, and that gives me $44,671.58. That is how much Manny needs to put away today to have $80,000 in 10 years, assuming he earns 6% per year interest. Now you know how to calculate the present value without using a financial calculator. to know about these type problems. So subscribe to keep your grade alive.